they benefit.
About that, for the norms, we would first give each other a warning. We would be accountability partners. First, we would give each other a warning, and then the next time we would email Ms. Wilhelm or Ms. Borchardt what they were doing and how it was messing our team up. And it would go over their grade if we had to do that every time because they were working on their team.
And I see the first grade and second grade tables, and I think that those rules could be changed and applied for that, like maybe more warnings. Not really.
One of the questions that I've asked you in the past is about the kind of work that you want to do as students. Talk a little bit about the kind of work that you want your teachers to do.
The work that I want us teachers to give us is something doable. It's just something that we can do, but we have to challenge ourselves to push it to the next level. Because like our art teacher says, the sky is the limit, and that really is, the sky is the limit. So it's just, that's what I want our teachers to work for. Something doable, but something that we have to push our minds to the next level. Because that gives us the structure, that gives us the foundation to help us move to ourselves and move and advance to the next grade. So that's what I want.
Well, like Catherine said, we like challenging work, something that will make us think, because we like challenging things because it can like make us think more and like in different ways that will make us better, because it's really not, it's like our teacher said, it's not hard, it's just challenging, and that's something that we like, something challenging, something that will like, get us thinking, something that will just make us think really hard, not like something easy that we can get like right away. We want something, like I said,
PBL takes a couple of weeks to complete, and throughout those weeks, the teacher gives us an outline of what we need to get done, but she doesn't tell us how it's done. She says, like, you need to get this done. She doesn't tell you what to use. You're in charge of your own learning. We have to do our research, and the iPads play a big role in the PBL process. It gave us the opportunity to do our own research, and it gave us a way to organize our own ideas and put it into a way to present.
Well, it's kind of like what Catherine was saying. We don't want work that's not doable. We want work that's doable, but it challenges us. Like, we don't want work that we could just, like, it would only take us like 10 minutes to finish. We want something that would maybe take, maybe a week's worth of, like, a project almost. Something, challenging.
Lance, before you get the microphone up, again, I remember one time you answering this question about, or you talking about how to do something over and over and over again. And when I asked you why did you persist in that way, do you remember what you said? Okay.
Well, me and my partner Israel at the very beginning of the year, we had to do this project, and it was about like these kids' heights. There were 3 of them, there were 4 of them, and we had to figure out the differences between them. And we kept getting one number wrong, and just that one number messed all of it up, and we had to redo it, and we ended up redoing it like 7 times. And finally, the time that we got it, we realized that just that one number we were doing all these minuses and subtracting and multiplication, we were doing it all wrong. And,
And why did you persist? Why did you keep after it?
well, if we just would have quit, then there would have been like, we wouldn't have learned anything from it. You gotta keep trying, you gotta push yourself.
Matt?
Back on the subject of the,
She asked about something that was challenging.
oh yeah, like what kind of work we want.
Yes.
Yeah, the kind of work we want is like Catherine and Lynn said, something that provides challenge, but that we as fifth graders on our level can still do. And these rules can always be changed to apply whatever grade you teach. But as PBL teachers, I think that you should know that PBL is something that lets the kids be more creative with what they do and gives them more freedom instead of just pencil and paper. They get to use more outside resources that they have.
I personally think that fifth grade, because of PBL, was the year that I had learned the most. I think that it took something that I already knew, and we took it in depth, and we learned in a deeper way of what it was like. In fourth grade, I didn't learn so much. In fifth grade, I learned a lot. Because it was a deeper learning.
Tyler, did you make sure that your fourth grade teachers were not in the audience?
He means no offense to me.
There is another question that goes right along with that, and that is, how did you feel about school before fifth grade, and how do you feel about it now? And I'm going to ask, we haven't heard from Joseph. You and Gavin, think about it for a second. How did you feel about fifth grade before you entered Miss Borchardt or Miss Wilhelm's class? And how do you think about it now that you've completed it?
I thought about it at the beginning of the year really, really hard because my sister kept on like, she was doing homework, she'd be like, and stuff like that, and complaining to my mom. And so I thought it'd be like really, really hard. But then when I got there, they taught us a lot, and then we got started on our homework, and it was like I was done in 10 minutes. And so at the end of the year, I just like thought like that I could get sixth grade done. Good. Because I've learned a lot in fifth grade.
Thank you. Somebody else?
What I thought my fifth grade would be like, because this was, my fifth grade year was my first and last year at Timberline, so I was a new student, and I felt like my fourth grade teacher said if like you get all of your work done, fifth grade would be a breeze. But I was still a little nervous because I tend to forget things in the morning, so I was just really nervous that because at my old school for fifth grade, like they would give you homework each night, and then it'd be